In the Bible, it's the event behind the story of Noah's Ark and even Sodom and Gomorrah. In Hindu culture, it's known as the Sandeha. And in Asian mythology, it's referred to as the Gun-Yo. All across the realm, we hear stories of a catastrophic event in our past, one that put an end to a great civilization and caused us to have to restart from the rubble. Now, of course, they dangle around the dates to make it appear as though these are individual events. But I believe they are all one and the same. An event that has come to be known as a reset. This reset seems to involve many different factors, including massive flooding, also massive mudslides and the burying of structures in the ground, along with a scorched earth. Some structures even appear to have been melted, but we'll get into that plus more in chapter 2. So we're gonna have a little look at what is supposedly temples that are quote unquote carved into the mountains. I believe this is in Jordan and Petra. And the first thing I want you to notice is look at the size of the people, and then look at the size of the structure here. This woman is far away, but even from far away, it looks like she's at height level with this, so you'd have to go up some sort of stairs to get in here, but there are no stairs. And also notice just the genuine melting looking nature. This is not sand erosion. And look at the flat walls. Look, the walls are perfectly flat right here. Why are these windows not carved out, but this window is? Very strange things. Now, once again, notice the general melting nature of what this looks like. This is no mountain, my friends. This is a melted structure. Something was here and it is now melted away to look like this. Why else would you have these inconsistencies with the architecture? Like, why would you build this facade on an angle like this? Look, follow the diagonal angle right here. Why would you build it like this? Why wouldn't you just make it straight down? Random stairs to just go up to nothing. Look at the bottom. What damage is doing this? This is a structure made out of stones. This is a regular brick structure and it has been turned into this. Look at the brick lines right here. Look at the brick lines. The heat is literally compressing them and flaring them out. But there they are. I mean, there's stones sticking out of here. Look at the natural straight line patterns you see. And how it literally looks like rock, almost ice cream. It's just, looks like it's frozen in a state that looks like it's just flowing and melting. This is the same site. This is in Petra. And this is where it just starts to get undeniable. Once again, you can see the original brick lines running all across here. But the heat is so intense, it's cooking it. Look at this, it's cooking it. Why else? Sandstorms don't create holes like this. Why is there a hole right here? And you can tell that there's total blackness back here. So this is also hollowed out. But if this isn't melting, then why do you have this happening to the rocks right here? So they came over here and just cut out this part right here and this part right here, and they didn't bother to polish it up at all. They just carved this out rough like this. Why is it look, the line leads to something that's broken. There's nothing even here. What could have done this? Look at the black scorch marks. And this is where you start veering off into the realm of almost the unbelievable because of what I'm about to show you right now. This is melting away. Look at this closely and you can tell this is melting away. This was upright. It is now melted, folded over, and it has now hit this part of the rock. You see this? This folded over here and has now hit this part of the rock right here. It's not a coincidence that there's this extreme darkness right here. It is literally melting the structure into this mountain look. And it is folded over and hit this part of the mountain. But because it did that, droplets, look, droplets of the actual mountain are falling into this crevice right here. Droplets are falling off. And you know how I know that they're droplets? Because when you zoom in on them, look at this. They're attached to the actual mountain. They're attached to the actual mountain. So they're not, this isn't an earthquake and the rocks just fell and landed here. The rocks have literally broken off of these pieces at the top, fell down here, and cemented themselves into the stone. You don't believe me? Look over here. There are stairs right here. The flow and motion goes right down the stairs, melting the stairs right here. It's melting away. Why do you have stairs here, stairs here? Look at the melt. Look at this. This is melting. Want to see more melting? I'll show you. Look at this. This is melting. Look, it's peeling like wax. It's melting. You see this? Look at this. It's bending over. How do you get stone to bend like this? It's literally bending due to the heat. Can you not see this? Notice the natural straight lines. And once again, like I said, I mean, this has folded over. It is literally tilted over, bumped into this part, dropped off rock droplets that hit the ground right here, and cemented themselves into the actual stone. I mean, this is you cannot deny this. And this isn't anything unnatural. We see this literally all around the world. This is the remnants of this civilization of people. You just cut out a little cubby hole in the middle of nowhere. Natural straight lines. And look, this, little pockets. Sometimes you see little pockets that survived. This is merged right with the mountain right here. Look, clearly handmade. This is clearly handmade. And notice the natural brick lines. Look at the natural brick lines right here. And it is formed right into the mountain. The mountain, it just, where does the building stop and the mountain start? You see, sometimes you see little crevices of survival like this, right in the mountain. All around the world. You can tell this was a structure. It is melting down. It is running down, pouring over this part. Look. Look at it. It's literally pouring over the structure. Look at this. This is what is left behind. The proof. The proof will always be left behind. How would you possibly explain this? Look at the running motion. It's flowing, and it is literally flowed over this part of the structure. and over all of this down here. It's running over it. I'm not sure where this is. I think this is in China. I think we looked at this already. Okay. Look at this. This is melting, and this little tiny piece right here managed to go unharmed. Just this little tiny piece managed to go unharmed. Or I'm to believe that a group of people came in here, climbed all the way up here, and just for some reason chiseled out this. Look, there's a room in there. Look how flat the walls are inside of there. 2 pillars. This is all that's. Look at the flaring of the rocks. This is extreme heat. Can you not tell extreme heat when you look at it? This is done by extreme heat. It is fused with the facade they have on there. The melting is fused with the facade, proving this is melting. And this, I can only speculate this. But I mean, look at the empty caverns. Look, there's holes all over the place that just have emptiness inside of them. Look at this. Just empty in there. There's a whole structure in here. Down here, look at this. Come on. This has been melted. This is a melted structure. Look at the flaring in the rocks. Look how dark this area is. Now, if pictures could tell 1,000 words, these would be the words it would tell. Look at this. So, the exact plans for this place, the actual blueprints for this, were to go into a mountain, carve out just a random part of it, and then to just put this awkward brick shape, and then make the brick color look as though it's fusing with the actual stone. Once again, you have a situation where things are fusing together. Look at this. Once again, notice the natural brick lines, and notice how awkwardly enough there is actual bricks right here. There's bricks right here. There's bricks right here. These orange blocks are literally fused into the side of this mountain. Look, it goes from orange to mountain. But underneath, you can see the natural checker marks of bricks in the side of this mountain, just sticking in there like this. This is melting, and this is the only little bit that survived for whatever reason. This is how I know whatever this is it does flash freezing. So it's melting, and then at the snap of your fingers, it hardens back up into hard stone. And this is the look that it has. Notice the natural brick lines. Look. You can't deny it. Look at this. Notice the natural brick lines. The naturally running brick lines. Look at these brick marks. And then here comes it is into the brick building. This is in China. Or am I to believe, once again, these people just came in here, they built this whole walkway up like this, and then they walked in here and they just did this ridiculous, awkward, non-consistent shape, and it fused into the mountain on its own. So this is hollow again. So you have another situation where a mountain is hollow inside. People did not build this like this. This was something else. It melted, and this somehow is survived.